Hi everyone, welcome to Teacher with Wings and welcome to another episode. This is episode number 1 in my Decoding the Orientation Process series. So anyone out there who has taken an admission in Symbiosis Institute of Management Studies or maybe would want to do it in the years to come, this is where the entire MBA journey at SIM starts. So if you're coming to my channel for the first time, I'd recommend do have a look at the content that I post. I post a lot of details regarding my MBA life, about the small little things that I do in the entire process, that I have done in the entire process, and I'm sure it's going to add a lot of value to you as well. Well, being a student of HR, I have also now decided that I'm going to put out a lot of things, a lot of concepts and a lot of industry experiences regarding the HR vertical, regarding the rules and regulations and everything that an HR does in an industry, which will help you to decide if HR is the place where you wish to be. So yes, let's directly dive into the content of today's video. आज के वीडियो में हम बात करेंगे कि ओरिएंटेशन प्रोसेस होता क्या है, why does it happen at the first place, and what are the basic things for which you should be prepared way in advance. ठीक है, अब इसको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पर्सनल एक्सपीरियंसेस से कोलैबोरेट करते हुए I'll take you back a year ago wherein I got into the college and there were certain things for which I was prepared, and there were certain things which came like a boulder to me as well. ठीक है, तो क्योंकि मैंने काम किया हुआ था, so for me getting into that 8 AM to 8 PM schedule wasn't a very big deal, considering कि कई बार मेरे वर्क स्पेस में ऐसा होता था that I was expected to work a little more than what I signed up for, which was fine with me, right? So इसीलिए वहाँ पे मेरे लिए time extension was not a very big deal, but I did have a lot of fresher friends as well जिनको थोड़ा सा वो difficult लगता था. तो सबसे पहले तो बात करते हैं कि ओरिएंटेशन प्रोसेस होता क्या है, उसका टाइम टेबल एंड उसकी बेसिक चीज़ें जिसके लिए आपको प्रिपेयर होना चाहिए. सो आई विल ओनली टॉक अबाउट दीज 3 थिंग्स, देन विल डाइव एंड डाइसेक्ट ईच ऑफ देम इन डिटेल एंड आई विल बी शेयरिंग विथ यू इन द फर्दर वीडियो. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट विथ क्वेश्चन नंबर 1. व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज द ओरिएंटेशन प्रोसेस? आज की डेट में ऑलमोस्ट हर कॉलेज, हर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, whether it is as a student that you're getting into it or as an employee that you're getting into it, they focus on giving an orientation kind of an exposure to whoever is a new joinee, so that that person is aware of how exactly the organization works. Obviously you will have your own fair share of understanding, you will have your own fair share of experiencing things, but एक तरीके से वो क्या हो सकता है in a nutshell, that is exactly what orientation processes do for you. That's why orientation processes are the toughest and they are the most time testing periods for you, whether it is in an organization or in a college. अब सिम्स का ओरिएंटेशन प्रोसेस क्या होता है? सबसे पहली बात तो ये है कि ये एक डिफेंस रन कॉलेज है. सो आई रिकमेंड टू हैव अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ लुक एट द हिस्ट्री ऑफ सिम्स. आई विल टॉक अबाउट इट अ लिटिल ओवर हियर. सो सिम्स इज एक्चुअली द one among the only colleges in the entire country which works on a public-private partnership, wherein the Symbiosis International University has collaborated with Ministry of Defence. That's why a good 80 to 90% of the seats are reserved for the defence wards, whether it is from the Army vertical or Air Force or Navy or some of the elite services of the forces. तो इसीलिए यहाँ पे discipline comes on top. बट इसका मतलब ये बिल्कुल भी नहीं है दैट यू वुड नॉट हैव योर फन साइड्स. वो हमेशा होती है, पता है ना. ये तो दिस इज़ लाइक दिस गोज विदाउट सेइंग. जितना रूल होता है उतने रूल के रूप होल्स भी होते हैं विच इवेंचुअली यू आर गोना फिगर आउट ऑन योर ओन. सो आई विल नॉट टॉक अबाउट दैट. सो यहाँ पे क्योंकि ओरिएंटेशन प्रोसेस थोड़ा सा बाकी के कॉलेजेस से डिफरेंट होता है, यहाँ पे हमारा ओरिएंटेशन प्रोसेस 14 डेज़ का था. So I'll also pin the video which I made exactly out of the orientation process. मैंने पहले एक बना रखा है तो उसको भी मैं डाल दूँगी. Do have a look at that. ठीक है. Back then I did not really understand, and to be very honest एक पॉइंट के बाद मुझे frustrating भी लगने लगा था because it was like 14 days are a lot. और उसमें भी to make things a little more difficult, girls were expected to wear sari from 8 AM to 8 PM, जो कि चीज़ों को और डिफ़िकल्ट बना देता था. बॉयज़ के लिए फॉर्मल्स वाज कंपल्सरी विद सो मेनी रूल्स लाइक यू हैव टू शेव, you can't roll your sleeves, and सो मेनी अदर थिंग्स एज वेल। तो वो तो धीरे धीरे आपको खुद ही समझ में आ भी जाएगा आगे के वीडियोज़ में भी। तो ओरिएंटेशन प्रोसेस इन अ नटशेल, सिम्स में जितनी भी रूल्स को फॉलो किया जाता है, जितने भी रूल्स के लिए वो बहुत स्ट्रिंजेंट हैं, उसका एक हेलीकॉप्टर व्यू दे, वो बहुत स्ट्रिंजेंट हैं उसका एक हेलीकॉप्टर व्यू दे देता है आपको। Yes, we were expected to wear saris all the 14 days from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. because that was the stretch until which we had a lot of things, a lot of exercises. I'll talk about it in the later videos. But once the orientation processes were done, we were then given the liberty to get back to our normal trousers and kurtas and all of that. So maybe मेरी male audience इस last के ये थोड़ा सा साड़ी पे जो मैंने वो 30-40 seconds जो दिए उससे ज़्यादा resonate नहीं कर पाएगी, but the female audience would understand कि हाँ, once the orientation process is done, then you can get back to your normal casuals and formals, whatever you are comfortable with, right? So orientation process, why is it done? First thing is, it is the way how the college tries to make you a little prepared mentally, that what are the things that you should be expecting in the college and how exactly they can go about. Second thing is, being a defense college, it will have a variety of activities, so much so that they also welcome a lot of recruiters whom you would later see in your interview processes as well. So at the very onset, you're going to get an idea that what are the small little things that you need to be prepared with when it comes to even the placement. So it's not just anyone coming who is taking a session, but it is actually a lot more than that as well, right? अब यहाँ पे हम बात करते हैं दूसरी चीज़ की कि ओरिएंटेशन में क्या आपकी बेसिक एक्सपेक्टेशंस होनी चाहिए। देखो, सबसे इम्पॉर्टेंट चीज़ होता है टाइम टेस्ट करना। हम लोग बहुत सारी चीज़ों को लेके obviously when we get into it, when we get along the journey, we do get comfortable with a lot of things, but सबसे important चीज़ जो बहुत difficult हो जाती है, that is to manage the time and to be mentally prepared that it is okay for you to be occupied from like 8 to 8 तो मैं सेशंस बता रही हूँ, बट उसके पहले हमारे वर्कआउट एंड फिजिकल सेशंस होते थे फ्रॉम लाइक 5:45 और 6, एंड हमें एक असाइनमेंट सबमिट करना होता था एट द एंड ऑफ एवरी डे, जो कि 11 PM पे ख़त्म होता था। तो ये लॉन्गेस्ट स्ट्रेच ऑफ टाइम जो था ना, दैट वॉज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, एंड कई बार यही लोगों के लिए बहुत डिफ़िकल्ट हो जाता है। सो आई डोंट वॉन्ट यू टू कम शॉक्ड कि भाई मैंने तो सोचा ही नहीं था कि ये इतना लॉन्ग हो जाएगा। तो इतना लॉन्ग हो सकता है, इट इज़ एब्सोल्युटली पॉसिबल. So that is the one thing that you need to be prepared with, that expect that you would be supposed to do a lot more than what you would have ever done before this, irrespective of the fact that whether you were a student or you were working or anything or any other stuff. So you would be expected to do it. Now the second expectation that you should bring with you is there would be a lot of moments wherein you would feel very low, you would feel very sleepy, you would feel very demotivated, you would feel that you have been tested for more than what you ever expected to be tested on. So please just understand that this is again nothing in front of what the corporate does to you once you get into a job. I got into an internship और मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि मेरा एक पर्सनल ओपिनियन है, #पर्सनल ओपिनियन, दैट काम से ज़्यादा टाइम और जो इंगेजमेंट आपकी ऑफिस स्पेसेस में होती है वो बहुत ज़्यादा मेंटली चैलेंजिंग हो जाती है इफ़ यू आर समवन हु इज़ लाइक नॉट वेरी मच इनटू इट एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम. So yes, so be very very clear that you're going to have a lot of things to look into, you're going to have a lot of activities to do, you're going to be tested like anything when it comes to the time portion, and you would get to learn what time management is, and that is something which you will. So पहला मंथ बहुत स्मूथ जाएगा MBA में, लेकिन दूसरे मंथ में घुसते के साथ में there would be days when you will be expected to complete 2-3 assignments, 2-3 research papers within the same period of time. Now you imagine एक research paper को बनाने में normally लोगों को 6 महीने 8 महीने लगते हैं, but you will have to get the whole thing done within like a month or so. So time management is something that you would get to learn. तो थोड़ा सा तो एक open mind से आना कि हाँ अगर कभी बहुत difficult भी हो जाए, कभी बहुत ज़्यादा time testing भी हो जाए, that you would not give up. Now the third thing is, every day you will be given a timetable, and every day would be differently scheduled for you. For your assistance, there will be an SSR team who would be called the Sims student representatives team. These would be comprising of some of your chosen seniors who are going to be there in your entire journey. They are going to be facilitating your entire activities, and they would also be checking and coordinating with a lot of your assignments and submissions. So ये बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरी है that you keep yourself ready in that manner, so that you don't come with that thing कि यार ये तो मैंने सोचा ही नहीं था कि ऐसा हो सकता है. बिल्कुल हो सकता है, right? So these are the 3 things that you need to be aware of. Orientations are important because that's where you get to understand कि this is how the journey begins. Second thing, expect that you would be put into a very grilling timetable that would stretch from like 5:45 a.m. to 11 p.m. Third thing, to make your entire journey very very fruitful and very very well managed, you will have an amazing team of SSR members who will be helping you out throughout the process. अब इसके अगले वीडियो में, wherein it will be episode 2, I'll talk about the normal timetable which we were given at our times, and then we will talk about all of those things in detail. So as of now, be ready with that. I will also make a specially dedicated video where I'll talk about the documents and the small little rules and regulations for which you would have got already. एक manual मिला होगा आप लोग को, तो उस पूरे के पूरे manual का I'll have to see if I have it in my mail or not, और अगर नहीं है तो I'll try to procure it from somewhere so that I'll be able to help you out. तो आज के वीडियो में इतना ही. I really hope that it will give you an idea that this is where the journey begins, and with this guide which I'll be sharing with you, you'll be much better in terms of being mentally prepared to get into the space. Obviously घुसने के बाद तो एक totally different horizon मिलेगा ही experiences का, but at least you'll be aware of what to expect and where exactly to keep yourself mentally prepared. That was it. I really hope it made some difference to you. It added some value. If it did, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. That is the first video. Let's stay tuned for the upcoming videos as well. Bye bye.